Have you been cheated on? Well, as a data scientist, you get used to it. I have models that tell me that this is an elephant, that there's no cow here, or there's a guitar here. So let's talk about why these models cheat and what we can do about it. I train my AI model using these 4 images, but then look what happens when I ask for a prediction. It gets it wrong. Can you figure out why the model cheated? It looked at the background of the image. And this is what all AI models do, is they look for the shortcuts. They look for the easiest way to classify the data that you've given them. Here's a real-world example where we built a classifier to identify pneumonia in these lung x-rays. And the model did great, but then we gave it new data that was unlike the training data. It was data from different hospitals. And you know what happened? The model fell down. It didn't do so well. Once we dug in and investigated, we found that in the images there's a hospital-specific token. And that's what the AI was using, because this hospital token gives you an idea if a hospital has a high likelihood of pneumonia or low. And it was using that as a proxy instead of actually taking the time to look at the lung image. This happens every day in the life of a data scientist. It's often called leakage, and there's a paper here on shortcuts that goes over a couple of the common ways it does this. Sometimes the AI finds a pattern where there's no pattern there. Or it's using other features or attributes than what you really believe the true signal is at. So how can we prevent this? So one thing is we can use explainability tools to better try to understand what our model's doing, but we can also think about how the model's going to be used and make sure when we're training the model that we use diverse data that actually represents how the model's going to be used. But if your model cheats on you, don't take it personally. It happens to all of us.